We've had a fair run of motorhomes that the Cowboys have had. Some good experiences, some not so good experiences. But what interests us is the price point for the kind of A-classes that's starting to come up. Why are they getting so popular now?
There's too many advantages to an A-class. In the old days, the chassis that we were building motorhomes on were too light. Now even this motorhome at 30 feet is built on an 18,000-pound GVW truck. The front stance of the wheels is 11.5 inches wider than on a C-Class, so it makes for a much more stable ride. If you were to build a 30-foot C-Class motorhome, so same length of motorhome, you would have no carrying capacity because just the weight of the raw motorhome uses up all the 14,000 pounds of available chassis. This motorhome, fully loaded with full water, full fuel, full propane, ready to go, will weigh in at about 16.7, 16.8, allowing us another 1,200 pounds of cargo capacity on board the motorhome. That's really important because you don't want to take the chassis right to its limit. You want to have a little extra carrying capacity because it enhances the handling, the braking. Check it out.
This is like a living room.
The driver and passenger seats are now part of our entertainment and part of our living. In a C-Class motorhome, the seats are too close together, down too low. For the most part, the chairs don't even swivel. A lot of people gravitate towards a Class C because they want the extra sleeping accommodation. With a one push of a button, we can bring this right down, and now we've got a bunk.
The one thing you haven't mentioned yet, which is typically A-Class, is when we think A-Class is diesel. That's not the case anymore.
No, it certainly isn't. The Triton V10 Ford that they're using in this chassis produces over 300 horsepower and over 400 foot-pounds of torque. It's now coupled with a 6-speed transmission. Well, that's what we see in the diesel pushers, the 6-speed transmissions. We have it right here at this level.
V10 gas, though, some people might argue it's underpowered. You're going to struggle uphill. People are gonna be upset behind you. Is that the case?
Let's go for a ride. I'll show you how easy it is to park a Class A motorhome. Oh, that would be too easy.
That is too easy. All right.
Let's try this one here.
Yeah, this one.
We've got a lot of aids that we can use. We've got the backup camera here. When I go to signal, I can look down this side of the motorhome with my side vision camera. So let's say, I know I can see it in the mirror. The mirror's right here, and I've got the camera. But on a Class A motorhome, here's something that I really like. It's as simple as
The old-fashioned way.
taking a peek out the window. I guess it all comes back to maneuverability, and I think a Class A is just that, very maneuverable. We're at such a huge advantage with this 43 square feet of glass, the elevation that we're at. Being able to judge the A pillar in the corner here versus, say, the overhead again of the C. We can come at this fifth wheel here, and you can see with confidence right out the edge of the motorhome. Wow. I find that difficult to do in a C-Class motorhome because you're judging the overhang. We're in here tight. Another thing I want to show you is the ability to turn the motorhome. Okay? So this little area that I selected on our lot, I'm just going to pull this hard over for a second and just show you how this comes around. This is just not possible in a C-Class motorhome.
Oh, look how far away you are from the fifth wheeler now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know if I kept doing this all day, we'd get dizzy, so I'll unwind and let it go. But that's just something I wanted to point out to you.
There is so much that's in an A-Class, and the price point is so acceptable now. What do you think is the stumbling block? Why don't people go for this instead of going for a C-Class?
Oh, for sure. It's perception that they think they can drive a Class C. It looks easier. First-time buyers gravitate towards C-Class motorhomes. It's just the way it is. They come out here and gravitate towards the Class A because it's not hard to drive.